A couple years ago, I had a dream that this dream was like I was like watching this movie, and so this fireman hadn't had a fire call in about a week or two, and he was at a small fire department, and so it's 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Town is slow, things are going pretty calm, and he gets in his fire truck with his suit on and the axe, right? A truck full of water, drives home to have dinner with his family. So he pulls up and dinner with his family, walks inside. All of a sudden, when he comes back out after dinner to go back to the fire station, he looks and there's a 2-story house next door, his neighbors. There's a family of 5 inside. They've known them forever. They're great family friends. Unfortunately, the house is on fire. The house is on fire, and all the five family members on the 2nd story. Now, good news is they're all alive because the windows are open and they're screaming, "Help, help." So, now all the neighbors are out in the cul-de-sac. They're watching the house on fire. And the good news is there's a fireman next door, right? Skilled, trained, equipped. He's got on, by the way, his suit, his boots. He's carrying his axe. He's got the truck with the tank full of water that he backs out, and it's making the beep, beep, beep noise. And then he pulls right in front of the house. But instead of stopping when all the neighbors are saying, "Oh, thank goodness the fireman, in the neighborhood is next door," he drives right past the burning house, all the way back to the fire station, takes off all those clothes, and goes to bed. Now, you find out later in the newspaper, in this little dream that I had, that the fireman was bludgeoned to death by the neighbors, because after the house burned down, they, of course, went and pulled him out of the fire station for being a bad fireman because he wasn't fulfilling his duty, and, of course, the family didn't make it. So, again, that's a horrible story, but here's my point. My point is this. As leaders, are you not well experienced in sales enough to know that you wear the suit and carry the axe and have all this experience, yet many times as leaders, you refuse to share what you have, that training, that knowledge, that know-how, that expertise with the people around you that need it most, right? So instead of going to a store and making a difference with the lives of those people, or instead of spending time with a district manager, or instead of spending time with a director, of sales, and instead of just driving by and hoping that the fire puts itself out, and stopping and spending a little quality time investing in that relationship, a lot of times what you do is you just move right on past the problem. By the way, in a sales leader's role, though, it's not just one house with a family of 5 on fire, it's the entire neighborhood on fire, right? Because that's what it feels like, right? There's a fire always going on in sales leadership. But the good news is that you are well equipped for the fire if you will leverage those resources, those skills and those experiences, and do something about it. Because the success of a leader is not depending on how much you know as a leader, but it's how well you get other people around you to live out what you know consistently. So in the fireman's case, he's not just a fireman with the suit, he's probably the fire captain with other firemen on the truck, and he's trying to put out the fire with a lot of other hands, right? So that's the key.